Forbidden City, the most mysterious palace in China. The Forbidden City, as the name suggests, is the former palace. It is the largest in China and even the world. Great palace architecture. From the 5th-10th century to the beginning of the 20th century, China the 5th century, the most important center of political power. There were as many as 24 emperors who lived here. Now it is a tourist attraction. The Forbidden City receives tens of thousands of domestic and foreign tourists every day. The red walls and yellow tiles here. Body house compound. Like a heavy history book. Recorded. The glory and melancholy before the end of Chinese feudal era. 1368 AD. The Yuan dynasty established by the Mongols was replaced by the Ming dynasty. 38 years later, with the edict of Emperor Yongle. The once beautiful Yuan Dadu imperial palace, pushed to the ground. At the same time, a brand new palace. Intense construction work also began. This is another foundation stone of the Ming dynasty. Emperor Yongle with big ambitions. The capital city of Nanjing, Jiangsu, China at that time, moved to Beijing, more than 800 kilometers away. It is euphemistically called the Son of Heaven. It is the remnants of the northern plains who will be eyeing the tiger, forever beyond the Great Wall. He appointed Hu Taining as the building's commander-in-chief. A large number of officials were dispatched to various parts of the country. Acquisition of construction materials such as wood. Emperor Yongle will use the financial and material resources of the entire empire. Create a miraculous palace on earth. This is the scene of the construction site of the Forbidden City. Those made by, the name of the famous construction site and material library was born, has been preserved to this day. 2002. The Forbidden City has embarked on a massive maintenance program. All kinds of construction machinery and a large number of construction workers entering the Forbidden City one after another. When Emperor Zhu built the Forbidden City, it took 18 years, and now the repair project is completed. It is expected to take 19 years. All restoration techniques. It has to be done strictly in the traditional way. Although today's people have lost sight of Chun, the construction of the Forbidden City under the supervision of regulations. But the construction process of the year, like this palace, it's still there. In the Qing dynasty, he was summed up into 8 seats. Chicken, tile seat, stone seat, tying material base, soil base, paint seat, painting seat, Hu table seat. These processes, it is the same as when the Forbidden City was first built. The complexity of the process, the depth of craftsman skills, it's breathtaking. This palace was built by Emperor Yongle. It's the Forbidden City today, because in the eyes of the emperors of the Ming and Qing dynasties of China, the womb is the heavenly palace where heaven and earth live. Crepe Myrtle constellation. The palace is a forbidden place. It was formerly known as the Forbidden City. Meridian Gate is the largest gate in the Forbidden City. It is also the main entrance of the Palace Museum today. In the past, every major ceremony and important festival will be displayed here to reflect the emperor's prestige. The ritual of the barbarians. Through the Meridian Gate, the beauty of the Forbidden City appears in front of people's eyes. Architecture of the Forbidden City, split up along a north-south central axis, north-south curve, left and right symmetry, east-west width 750 meters, 960 meters long from north to south, covers 720,000 square meters. Building area 150,000 square meters. Legend has it that there are 9,999 and a half houses in total. But after hundreds of years of ups and downs, natural and man-made disasters, verified by experts in 1973, there are 8,704 small and large houses left in the Forbidden City. Even so, the Forbidden City is still the largest surviving museum in the world today. The most complete collection of ancient wooden buildings. 3 halls. It is the most representative building in the Forbidden City. Hall of Supreme Harmony, Hall of Central Harmony. The 3 main halls of Bao Hall are viewed from north to south. Here, it used to be the place where the emperor held major ceremonies. The Hall of Supreme Harmony is commonly known as the Hall of Golden Mountains. It is the largest and tallest temple in the Forbidden City. His building area is 2,381 square meters. The proportion of the length of the palace has also been carefully designed to be 9:5. The 9th 5, which represents the emperor, possessing supreme power and status. Important ceremonies of the Ming and Qing dynasties, like an emperor, wedding canonization. The battle will be held here. Just behind the Hall of Supreme Harmony, it is the place where the emperor rested. Before the ceremony in the Hall of Supreme Harmony, the emperor will go to the Hall of Middle Harmony to rest first. Except the officials kneeling. The north face is Bao Temple. Every New Year's Eve, emperors would entertain the kings of ethnic minorities here. Minister. Later, it also became the most important place in the imperial examination system. A high-level examination. TV examination room. The biggest difference between TV and other exams. It is. The invigilator of the examination room was personally appointed by the emperor himself. This was the last television broadcast of the feudal dynasty. Gold list released. A total of 273 people were honored to be on the list after passing the exam. Can be nominated on the gold list. It is the supreme honor to make a living. When the golden list was nominated, candle night with wedding room, tied together as the 2 biggest happy events in a man's life. The 3 halls condense the essence of the Forbidden City architecture. It also records the fall and nirvana of the Forbidden City, as early as the beginning of the construction of the Forbidden City. A night of thunder and lightning. The 3 halls were struck by lightning, all burned. From that moment on, for over 600 years, brutal destruction and fantastic construction, accompanied by the most magnificent, the most splendid palace complex. At 1695, Emperor Kangxi of the Qing dynasty decided to rebuild. 3 industries destroyed again. This time, he wants to restore the pomp of the Yongle period of the Ming dynasty. But the imagined huge palace from more than 200 years ago So what does it look like? No drawings. There is no text for reference. A guy named Long Long solved the problem. According to long biographies, at that time, according to the ratio of 10:1 for a long time, made a wooden model of the Hall of Supreme Harmony. It relies on the magnification of the construction of this model. Completed the structural construction of the Hall of Supreme Harmony. And even more amazing is that we zoom in. Install each wooden piece of, can fit tightly. Exactly. In the 1930s, architectural drawings of the Forbidden City found on the market in Beijing. It comes from an old architectural family, Style Ray, from the Kangxi period of the Qing dynasty. The family lasted for over 200 years. Grandson looking forward to. He has been working on the design of royal buildings. Among the works designed by them include the Forbidden City, Summer Palace, Temple of Heaven, etc. These buildings are not only in China, and in the history of world architecture, both occupy an important position. This is a pattern drawn by the Ray family, more than 5 meters long, from the central axis of the Forbidden City. The appearance of all the buildings from Ngo Gate to Kunming Palace. Pattern. The names of the buildings are clearly marked on it, and the distance between them. The data is accurate to the inch. Ancient Chinese architectural designs use text descriptions, the way of combining the drawings and ironing samples. This three-dimensional design model is made of cardboard. It is made by pasting materials such as bamboo joints and wood. After the model is made, you need to iron the details with a small soldering iron. Hence the name scalding sample. He is a unique method in the design of ancient Chinese architecture. The Forbidden City is still preserved in the past. Hot sample made by the Lei family. These scalding samples have been used to restore the original appearance of the Forbidden City. The most important historical evidence. Use of scalding sample. Show people the materials and efforts of ancient craftsmen, and the countless treasures collected by the Forbidden City over the centuries. It condenses the essence of Chinese culture and art. According to expert statistics, precious cultural relics in the collection of the Palace Museum, up to 1 million pieces, 1/6 of the total number of cultural relics in China. This picture of the Qingming River is from the Royal Academy of Painting in the Song Dynasty. Painter Zhang Ziduan. It depicts the northern Song Dynasty, the great scene of the cooling of the capital. There are many buildings in the painting. All are prosperous. More than 500 people dressed differently. Different demeanors. Lifelike. Ready to go. And it's interspersed with every aspect of city life. Very dramatic. The composition of the painting is dense and dense. It's very rhythmic, and the brushwork is also ingenious. It caused a sensation when it came out. And not only that, in the picture of Shanghai on Qingming Festival, the true face of society at that time, better understand future generations. Study the social life of the Song Dynasty, provides very important historical information. 900 years. Qingming Shanghai map has always been regarded as priceless treasure. However, due to market changes, dynasty change, this treasure has met 5 times in the court and among the people. In and out, many times. Such an experience. Not only did the Qingming Shanghai map become part of the collection of the Forbidden City, the most legendary collection, it also makes him a treasure of ancient Chinese culture, a microcosm of spreading and gathering. The Forbidden City has been through 500 years, the patient's former palace. He is not only the queen, princes and generals, the temple where civil and military officials exercise their power, also a skilled craftsman. A stage where the mock slut shows off his unique style. The thick red wall, the majestic movie, and the heart that cannot be ignored. Treasures are the work of their builders. The Forbidden City is now part of Chinese culture, the most representative symbol. He will also continue to tell future generations about his past. Glory and glory.